Hi everyone. I wanted to make a video after coming home from this MS meeting I went to. I got this flyer in the mail saying that, oh, we're going to have an MS meeting. We're going to talk about, the future and how to handle your relapsing remitting MS and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, I might as well go and I'll ask the person that came. He came from California. He's the director of MS in Southern California. So I decided, oh, I'll ask him about that and maybe stir some little curiosity in people, right? Because I knew he would be like, well, there isn't any research. There's not enough research to make a definitive answer or not. So I expected that. So I go there and there's these people that are playing music. They're playing country music. I'm not a country girl. But I figured, go with the flow, right? So there was country music, and so it was nice. And the lady that was playing had MS, so I thought, hey, that's a good positive outlook and stuff. And so I was like, oh, that's good. She's, she told her story, saying, after she had her first baby, all of a sudden the left side of her face, she couldn't move, and on, stories that we all have heard before. So I thought, oh, that's good. She can still play the guitar. Unfortunately, I can't play my violin, but I already knew that I'm on the worst end of the spectrum, kind of towards the more worse MS. So, okay. And then this older lady, it was dinner will be served type thing. So music came, this older lady came to sit down by my family, and she was like, oh, do you have MS? Is it you or your mom? And I said, oh, it's me. And she said, oh, well, I'm 65 and I'm living proof that, you can be okay and stuff like that. And, and I know she was trying to help. I mean, I really know. But everything she said, I already knew. I could have used her when I first got sick. I really could have used her when I first got sick, but now I'm just like looking towards the future and I want to get this, CCSVI thing out there, and I just want to be well and walk and go back to school, things like that. So, I mean, if you're out there, thank you for saying those kind words to me, but I was just riled up because of what he said. So, finally, what we all came to see, he comes up and he talks after we eat and stuff like that. Which Chinese food was not good. But, okay, so we went up there and he went up there and, did his presentation, explained what MS was, but I'm sorry. If you have MS, you gotta know what it is. It's just things that we've all heard. I mean, we've all heard them. And he just said, oh, MS is called by the immune system. Your immune system doesn't recognize myelin, and then it eats the myelin, and so on and so forth. And he explained MRIs and stuff like that. And I mean, it's things that we all have heard. I'm like, who hasn't seen their own MRI? But anyway, I just said, well, maybe there's newly diagnosed here. I've only been diagnosed a year. I'll keep my mouth shut and, don't jinx it and stuff. So finally it came to the part I was waiting for, the questions part. So I was the first one to raise my hand and I asked, what are your thoughts about CCSVI? Expecting him to say, oh, there isn't, a lot of research going on, so I don't really, there's not enough research out yet. But no, he said, oh, MS is... The CCSVI theory is they say it's caused by the narrowing of veins in your neck and stuff like that. And he turns to me and he looks me straight in the eyes and it says, it's not true. And so that just put me off right then and there. And he said, oh, I went to a Dr. Zamboni and Dr. Zvadnov conference and they couldn't answer 70% of the questions. I'm sorry, but I would like to see this conference. And being a patient, being part of the MS community that is questioning CCSVI, we've asked a bunch of questions. Okay? And if we were unsatisfied, then I could see a point, but I don't know. And he just says, no, it's not true. The 2 patients have died already from the stents and things like that, and uh, that kind of stuff. Of course, inside I was screaming. Dr. Zamboni doesn't believe in stents. Stents are bad. 2 people didn't die, only 1 person died, and he didn't die from the stents. He died from the blood thinner medicine, and yeah, the stent did move and he had Robodon surgery, but he did live. He did. And a lot of people don't want stents. No, they don't want stents. They want venoplasty. Yes, angioplasty, but for the veins. And of course, in my head, I'm screaming this, right? And he goes, oh, well, if you have the cardiogram, there's a 3% chance of having stroke. How many other people are getting angioplasties for clogged arteries? It just, my mind boggled. And I bet all of you are saying, you can't go to neurologists. You can't go to neurologists. Neurology is not going to accept you. And I understand that. I just didn't expect such a negative response. And I should have expected it, but I didn't. It just kind of sucks, and I just felt like when he said that, standing up and going, do you guys know CCSVI? Do your research. Do not accept what he says. I just felt like standing up, but I didn't want to. I think people are such assholes when they do that. Like that conference we watched on the internet, and how that guy started a fight with Zamboni, or wanted to at least, and I just thought he was such an asshole, and I didn't want to be that asshole. I just wanted to stand up and be like, no, one person died, and they didn't even die from the stents, and on top of that, somebody doesn't want you to have stents. I just wanted to stand up and say that, but I didn't want to be that person. And for him to say it's not true outright, I don't know. And I know I just did a rant. I just did a rant, and here I am ranting again. I just want to do more. Like, it's inside me. I just want to stand up on the top of the building and scream, everybody research CCSVI. Everyone do it. Form your own opinions. Don't listen to the doctors. Form your own opinions. And if you don't believe it, that's fine. That's fine if you don't believe it. At least you did your research and you formed your own opinion and didn't just follow whatever a doctor says. Because sometimes, doctors don't know what's right. Sometimes they think they know everything and they don't. I just feel angry. So, okay, I'm already on 8 minutes. Okay, so I just wanted to put my frustration together. I guess this is rant number 3. I don't know. But, and I know the next step in my CCSVI journey is to go talk to an interventional radiologist and vascular surgeon and speak to them, just bypass neurology altogether. And I've done a lot of research. I mean, I sit here on the computer and do research and read, and even my sister has to come up to me and go, Maria, you're doing, you're thinking about MS too much. And that's when I have to be like, okay, let's take a breath, I feel so passionate about it, and I want to go out there and tell everybody about it. For now, YouTube is going to have to do until it becomes more widespread, more accepted. And it will. And I hope that when it does, when it becomes full-blown and it becomes accepted, I hope that guy feels like a bad word when he told everyone, no, it's not true. So those are my thoughts. That's all that's happened. I'm going in for my 11th Tysabri infusion this coming week. So it's almost a year. Kind of scary. But I was thinking about it, and I'm happy that I'm getting better. I keep getting better every day, and I have Tysabri to thank for that. Okay, it's too late and I'm too upset. So I'm gonna say bye, guys, and see you next time.